Here's a play out of the Dime 326 that I think can be kind of useful. And it's there's a couple things about it. First of all, the Dime 326 has a package that you might want to consider using for obvious passing situations, and that is the quarter. That's the quarter substitution package. And basically, what that does is it takes your strong safety, your starting strong safety, and puts him in at the out one of the linebacker spots, and then it puts your backup strong safety in where your strong safety normally would be. And so basically, what this does is this gives us basically it's quarters defense in the sense that we have 7 defensive backs, 3 defensive linemen, and 1 linebacker. Except for we're not using the quarters alignment; we're going to use the dime 326 alignment. And that can be useful just because what we're going to use here is we're going to use a blitz where we're going to blitz the middle linebacker and the strong safety. And so that means that all of the people who we've got left who are going to play coverage are going to be defensive backs. And as you guys probably know by now, everybody kind of knows, man coverage is problematic on the game, and it's particularly problematic in terms of linebackers covering people in man coverage. And so one of the useful things about this defense is that it's a blitz where you don't have any linebackers in coverage. So that could be useful. So let's go ahead and look at the play here. The play is just a cover two man under defense, and you could use the two-man press or the two-man under. We'll just use a regular two-man under here, and we'll go against a five-wide set because this is the kind of thing that I would expect you'd want to use this. And again, this would be a play that you'd probably want to use on like third and long or something like that. But we'll just look at a play here like curl drag. Um, and so basically the setup is pretty simple. All that you do is first you shift the defensive line to the left, and then you shift the linebackers to the right, and then you bring your strong safety down, who's now your backup strong safety if you use the quarters package, and you blitz him. That's really all you have to do. If you want, you can go ahead and do press coverage on top of that. One thing you want to be careful of when you do press coverage, doesn't always happen, but sometimes if you press, if you have a safety that you manually move down to blitz, and then you press, it'll make him go back. So if you can think of it on time, you want to press and then move him down, so you don't have to do that step over again. But that's basically the entire setup. So we shifted the line left, we shifted the linebackers right. We didn't actually have to manually position that linebacker; he'll automatically position himself there. And then we just manually brought this strong safety down, and we're going to put him next to the linebacker and then blitz him. So this is what the final field art looks like. And then the guy who I would recommend taking would be this free safety. And basically, since you're in press coverage here, you kind of don't want to play too close up to the front because they could hit you with a long, like a streak route or something like that. So what I would look to do is probably just play deep and take away any kind of quick streak or something like that. And again, this would be something that I would think you'd probably want to run in a third and long type situation. Let's go ahead and look at the play, and then we'll go ahead and break it down in instant replay. And that's basically what I'm seeing is happening here. When we look at it, what we basically did when we shifted the line to the left and we shifted the linebackers to the right, we almost, if you look at it closely from a top-down view, we almost have a 4-3 alignment. If that linebacker were to move like a step forward, that would be almost like a four down, well, not a 4-3 alignment. It would be like a four-man line, basically. So what we create is a front that looks very much like a four-man line, and then from that point, we're basically just doing the edge blitz concept. And so that's basically what the principle that the blitz is working off of. And as we run it here, what you'll notice is basically that the tackle are and this usually what happens is this defensive it didn't happen this time, but the defensive end will run into the guard, the middle linebacker will run into the tackle, and then that'll leave the center free, and the safety will come in untouched. And so what I'm seeing here is that pretty much this safety comes in unblocked every time. Or if somebody sees him, like in this case they see him, but since he's their safety, he's got 90 something speed. Usually the lineman doesn't have enough speed to make that block. And so that's basically what the pressure is going to look like. And to take a quick look at the coverage, what we got going on here in coverage. And as you can see, it's not too bad. Like I said, the positive thing that we did here is because we went with the quarters package. See, now if we went with the regular package, this would be a linebacker right here in coverage. And like I said, one of the main problems on the game is that the linebackers in particular, they really don't do a very good job in coverage. I mean, even if they have good speed, linebackers just get burned in my experience in man coverage. And so by having a safety here, we actually this guy, even though theoretically they could probably throw to this guy and get some yards, but he's probably going to get tackled for not that big of a gain. And the same thing here on this crossing route. If you notice, they could probably throw that and he might catch it and get good yardage, but this guy trailing him is in fairly good position to make a play on the ball, especially if we were going to be playing with our deep safety, and we're probably going to be somewhere in this area to be able to react down and make the play. So if we were looking at some sort of like third and maybe it was third and 10 plus or something like that, this might be a good play to look at. A good play to look at calling. So that's basically the play, and it's something that I think you might want to use. The nice thing about it is it does get a lot of speed on the field because you're using the dime 326, and you can play some man coverage as always. If you can find a way to throw some man coverage in there, that can always throw people off. And I've been noticing that this safety comes free really, really high percentage of the time. I mean, I think virtually every time that I've run it, he's come free. And again, it didn't take that many steps as far as manually positioning people. All we did was we shifted the line to the left, shifted the linebackers to the right, and then manually positioned and re-blitzed the strong safety. So that should be something that's pretty workable in terms of getting pulled off. Anyways, that's the blitz. It's the cover 2 out of the dime 326. And you don't have to use the quarters package if you don't want to. I mean, we didn't blitz that guy, so it doesn't really make a difference. If you don't want to use the quarters package, you don't have to. But I kind of feel like it works best in this defense to use the quarters package. So, anyways, there it is, and I hope you guys have some success with it.